Shalom, friends. This week's Torah portion is entitled Metzorah, and it comes from Leviticus 14, verse 1 to 15, verse 33, and the Haftarah from Malachi 3, verse 4 to 24. The parashat makes mention of the priestly rituals to cure leprosy on the skin and within houses. It also makes mention of bodily discharges of male and female. The Haftarah mentions the chastisement of the people of Israel for disobeying the laws of God and speaks to a future redemption and Elijah's return. Now, what can we learn from this week's Torah portion? Leviticus 14 mentions that if a house is plagued with leprosy, shall cleanse it with 2 birds, cedar, wood, scarlet, and hyssop. This plague happened within the house. As it relates to Passover, the plague of the death of the firstborn happened outside of the house. The lamb's blood was placed on the doorposts and lintels, preventing the plague from affecting those who were inside the house. Now, when a house has leprosy, according to this week's Torah portion, the priest examines it. The house is closed for 7 days, after which the priest examines it again, and the plague returns. The house is dismantled. Let's look at the Hebrew word for plague. Now, the Hebrew word for plague is negef. And negef speaks to a blow, speaks to judgment. The plague upon the house and the death of the firstborn occurred as a result of the hand of God. Negef, which is the Hebrew word for plague, also speak to rescue and to destroy. Because of the plague in Egypt, upon applying the blood to the door, the people were rescued. The return of the plague of leprosy within the house caused the house to be totally annihilated. In Malachi 3, verse 10 to 11, Hashem said he will banish the locusts, that they will not destroy the yield of your soil. This promise will happen as a result of one's obedience by bringing the full tithe into the storehouse. The children of Israel, upon obeying the instructions in Exodus 12, had to apply the blood of the lamb so that they could be delivered from the plague of the death of the firstborn. Friends, our obedience is of vital importance, because if we desire to be free from all that limits us, we have to obey the word of the Lord.